A good night for a ball game in downtown San Diego. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Downtown San Diego and Petco Park on a Thursday night. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Miami Marlins and the San Diego Padres. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. I'm joined by Eric Karros and the newest member of our team, Steve Lyons, as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Yeah, and this one should be a pretty interesting matchup. Now, keep in mind that the ball doesn't carry here nearly as well at night as it does in the daytime. So some of those home runs that you were hitting in batting practice are going to be warning track outs during the ball game.
All right, Steve, thanks. We'll hear from EK momentarily, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Marlins as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. They match up against a guy looking to put his injury woes from the past few years behind him, veteran right-hander Ian Kennedy. Christian Yelich will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
First pitch, 7-11.
And here's a fastball now that swung on and missed, and he looks sharp to start the night. It's 0-2.
Well, that's a good location for the fastball there. That's what he'll need to do. Try to get the hitters to expand their zone. Get these guys reaching for stuff off the plate.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Game time temperature tonight, 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. And this is high for a ball, so from 0-2, he's worked it back to 2-2 now. Now here it comes. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. And a full count now as Kennedy misses there. It's 3-2 now.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. So Kennedy off to a good start here, but before we get any further, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Rafael Furcal will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ballgame.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
Now the first pitch. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Line hard to the left side. Foul. Goes the other way as this is line to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Furcall's going to try for third. And Furcall's going to be in there safely at third as he's got himself a triple.
Well, this is all about risk-reward here. It's spectacular if you get a glove on it. If not, you got to get up off the deck and chase it down.
Giancarlo Stanton will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And here's a fastball called for strike one. No question, this is a straight strikeout situation here.
Well, you've got a strikeout pitcher against a guy who strikes out a lot in a strikeout situation. So I guess you pretty much have all your ducks in a row.
Slowly hit to the left side. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score. Garrett Jones will stand in with a run in, one out and one on here in the inning.
Jones.
Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Fouled straight back. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back.
Hey, he's gonna steal!
And this is fouled back and out of play. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Too high, ball three.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And that misses, ball four, so it's first and second now with only one away.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead now he's on with one away.
Brian Bogusevic will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Stanton leads off of second. The pitch. Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and that's off his leg on the mound. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
One pitch at a time, baby.
Eric Stoltz will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Number 53, Eric Stokes.
Ty Wigginton will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
Third baseman.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
You gotta strike him out.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
And this guy's been in situations like this so many times before. He's got plenty to call on upstairs to try to help him work out of this jam.
Here's the 1-0. Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0.
Now, even with the bases loaded, this is a green light situation on a 2-0 count. You're looking for your pitch in your location, and then you better let it rip.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Boy, talk about a tough start to a ball game. Everything that could go wrong, it has gone wrong here in the first inning, and forcing in a run with a bases-loaded walk just could be the tip of the iceberg.
Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in with a golden opportunity to open this thing up early on. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2.
Come on, bud.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
Bases are loaded with only one out.
That's right.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And this is low, but blocked nicely behind the plate, and that'll get a sigh of relief from the dugout. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Donovan Solano will stand in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. A bit high there, a ball and no strikes.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And with the bases loaded, some guys aren't always in a hurry to get out of the way of those close pitches inside. That could have been a run.
And this ball will be chopped foul. A deep breath, now the 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Hundley is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Marlins 2, the Padres. Starting lineup for the host Padres looks like this. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. There's Everett Cabrera now, as he'll be the one to get things going in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Padres, number 2, shortstop, Everett Cabrera.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now we'll try to beat one out here, but this will be just foul. And that'll be grounded foul off to the left and near Glenn Hoffman, the third base coach. Here comes the 1-2. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Cameron Maben will dig in. Currently one spot out of the stolen base lead in the National League. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are two away now. Chase Headley will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
2 out, nobody on. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
.30 pitch. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Yeah, that's pretty clearly a pitch around. They didn't want any part of him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, a walk's not the worst thing in the world.
Jed Jerko. We'll see if he can keep his hot bat going as he was 4 for 4 in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Ready with the 2-1. There goes the runner. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. So he's into scoring position here in the home half of the first following the stolen base as we check out the teams that have run the most here this season. And as you can see there, they're currently tied for the top spot in the NL in that category. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Got him off balance there as he reaches for one and grounds it to second. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Padres leave one. They trail things here 2-0. Nate Eovaldi leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Pitcher, Nate Eovaldi.
And here's the first pitch. Here's a changeup to start the second, but that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. Swinging a hard liner to center field.
Boy, and that was some kind of effort out there. Here's a look at it. He's charging in hard, and this ball just kicks off his glove right there. This is going to be a base hit all the way, but it was nearly a super play.
Christian Yelich will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike two.
I'm not sure that pitch would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. In the dirt here. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
The shortstop, number 15, Rafael for call.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in now, the shortstop, Rafael for call. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Line hard into left. Dives and he makes the catch. How about that for an exclamation point to the end of the inning? Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back at Petco Park in just a moment. Will Venable will stand in, and he's seen that average climb the past week or so as you see what he's done over the course of the last 7 ball games.
Will Venable.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike now as that misses to the San Diego right fielder. fouled back. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And oh, strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say he didn't care too much for that call at the plate, but was he right? Show track says... Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of a beef up there. That pitch looked to be a good few inches off the plate, and that's a tough way to go down. You know, no hitter likes to have the bat taken out of his hands.
Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. And he'll reach first safely.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He didn't even want to swing at this pitch. You see him try to hold up, but winds up working out for him.
Chris Denorfio will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. And he didn't quite get all of it as this is lifted in the air out towards left center. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 8th, first baseman, Kyle Blank.
Kyle Blanks will stand in for the first time now, looking to keep that hot streak going as he's been hitting the ball well these past 6 ball games. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
The 1-1 home. Fouled back. Now a ball rolled foul toward first as he stays alive. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Now a ball lined towards center field, and that'll find its way past for a call for a base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Eric Stoltz will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit? I just don't get it.
Come on, Padres.
2 down, runners at first and second. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Tries to go the other way with the curveball as this is in the air to left field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Padres leave a pair. They're still down. It's 2-0. Giancarlo Stanton is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And that's on the outside corner, 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Cabrera there for this one at short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
One away, and here's the dangerous Garrett Jones. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And there's ball 1.
Ooh, he might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Let's go.
And this one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now. Opposite field to left. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Boy, what an outstanding play out there in left center field. This is showing no regard for his body. He's going to wind up getting a mouthful of turf, too. But he's able to hold on to the baseball. That's just very well done.
Brian Bogusevic will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
Come on, put on your glasses.
And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And an easy play out there for Headley, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Marlins lead this one 2-0. Everett Cabrera will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
The shortstop, Everett Cabrera.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And here's one that misses to the Friars shortstop. It's a ball and a strike. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. The pitch. This for the second baseman, Solano. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The center fielder, number 24,
Cameron Maybin will try it again. He flew out his first time. And he'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And Saltalamacchia able to prevent the bunt single there as the good throw gets him at first.
And when you've got the big lumber coming up behind you, this is not a bad idea. Get on base any way you can so they can hit with runners on. This time he just comes up a little bit short.
Chase Headley will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. First pitch coming. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 2-0. Ty Wigginton will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
third baseman, Ty Wigginton.
First pitch on the way. And this is fouled straight back as it sounded like it caught the catcher Hundley square in the mask that time. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Jared Saltalamacchia will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. The second for one, on to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman,
Donovan Solano will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Venable is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Marlins down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. Jed Jerko will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
number 9, Jed Jerko.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. And this is going to be a foul ball. 2-2 pitch on the way. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
This is nothing more than a great pitch here on 2-2. Just a changeup that totally bottoms out right there. Very tough to do anything with that.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting Will Venable. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And he stays alive as this is grounded foul. This for the second baseman, Solano. Throw on to the first baseman, Jones is in time. 2 away now.
The catcher, number 4, Nick Hundley.
Nick Hundley will dig in. He singled his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Padres down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Nate Eovaldi will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Pitcher, Nate Eovaldi.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Get out of here, Marlins!
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Pretty safe to say he was sitting on the fastball there. He's out in front of this pitch, and he just drills it right down the line. And that'll put him in a good position here with a runner on second and nobody out.
Christian Yelich will stand in looking to turn things around. He's struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start. Now here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Line hard, but foul. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Way outside. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. No one out with a runner at second. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
One away now for the Marlins in their half of the fifth. And stepping in now, the shortstop, Rafael Furcal. Now a fastball that's popped up out towards short right field. Jerko will take this one, and that's out number 2.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Now a ball hit sharply on the ground to third. On to the first baseman Blanks, and that'll end the inning. Marlins leave 1. They're up 2-0. Chris D'Onofrio will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Here's the first offering. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Let's go, Bucket.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Kyle Blanks will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
So we'll see a pinch hitter loosening up here as left-handed hitting Seth Smith moves into the on-deck circle. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up. Way up there toward the center of the diamond. Saltalamacchia is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail it here 2-0. Tim Stauffer will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 46, Tim Stauffer.
Garrett Jones will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
First baseman, Garrett Jones.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
Foul. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Inside for a ball, so he misses with 2 straight here, and it's back to 2-2. Now the pitch. Drive caught by Headley at third. He really zeroed in on that one, but the leadoff man's kept off base to start inning number 6.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start, so he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Brian Bogusevic will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Now the first pitch. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is fouled back and out of play. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Ty Wigginton waits on deck. And this is grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Now batting, third baseman, Ty
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and standing in the third baseman, Ty Wigginton. And he takes ball 1.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Now this is out in front. Maybe tough to get to. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Jared Saltalamacchia will dig in now. Hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a high strike there, 0-1. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
The batter.
We'll get a look at this dance number again in show motion. and you'll see this catch him right on the cleat, maybe even the big toe. If you're going to get hit, that's not a bad one to take.
Donovan Solano will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Maben is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Marlins strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Everett Cabrera will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0. Three and 0 now.
And all of a sudden, he's looking a little jittery out there to start the 6th.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
He's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. I gotta tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Cameron Maben will stand in now following the leadoff walk. And might we see a bunt attempt here in the 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
All of a sudden, home plate's jumping around on him out there. He hasn't found the strike zone yet.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2 for call. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, this is a much easier play for a left-handed first baseman to make, especially when you're charging in like that. He doesn't have to turn his back to the play, so he gets a good gauge on whether he still has time or not, and he's able to fire on to second base in time to get that force out.
Chase Headley will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw on the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base.
You know, some managers don't like to call for the pitch out right away, thinking if they guess wrong, it changes the whole at-bat. But here, they had a good idea he'd be running, and turns out they were right.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Slice down the left side, but foul. Here comes the 2-1. Oh, right down Main Street with that one, 2-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
Come on, hit your pitch.
And here's a slider that misses below the knees. It's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Jed Jerko will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop.
One strike.
And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball.
Behind the plate, he might have been more concerned with trying to frame that pitch than he was trying to catch it. You know, they do get the called strike here, but you know what else? They get the pass ball.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, but Saltalamacchia is there to smother it. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Back here at Petco Park. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Reed Johnson is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Reed Johnson.
Here's the first offering. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
And he's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Christian Yelich will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, now, you want to try that call again? We're gonna
2-0 now.
2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
3 straight strikes to the first hitter in the inning. 3 straight balls now to the second.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Rafael Furcal will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Throw it anywhere. Who's swinging anything?
In the air to straightaway center field. Mabin is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
It's time for the
1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. But they're on top 2-0. Carter Capps will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Carter Capps.
Will Venable will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. In there, no balls and a strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Too high. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
The 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Go.
3-2 now.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And if he could have been just a little more patient there, would have had a leadoff walk. Instead, chases it out of the zone here and winds up costing him.
Nick Hundley will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Only their third hit of the ball game so far. He's got 2 of them. This offense has pretty much been non-existent this entire ball game.
Chris Denorfia will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Go now. Base hit here. Let's go, guys.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And he takes a called strike 2.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Well, I'd be surprised if they'd go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Full count now, 3-2. Kyle Blanks, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
In a spot like this, where you have to have a base runner, you got to make sure you're swinging at strikes. By rights, he should be on first right now because that was ball 4.
Kyle Blanks will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. Oh, and a beautiful diving catch there will end the inning as the side is retired. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. And now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Joaquin Benoit will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Carlos Quinton will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 18, Carlos Quinton.
Giancarlo Stanton is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Swing and a miss as he gets this fastball by him. It's 1-1.
That might have been his best swing of the night there. He was right on it.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there, mistaken location, and he is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall, a home run. It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, number 10 for him on the year, as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
That could turn out to be a real big at-bat here in the top of the 8th. A solo shot pushes this lead out to 3 now, which certainly isn't going to guarantee anything, but definitely a nice cushion to have when you're only needing 6 outs.
Dale Thayer is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. Garrett Jones will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Now a ball lined toward right center, and he is going to reach. It's a base hit.
This is a tough task, facing a right-handed reliever with a good hard slider. He's not fazed by this pitch, and even on the inner half of the plate, drives this one for a solid base hit.
Brian Bogusevic will stand in, base on balls his last time. Runner goes for second. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Let's get the easy 2 now. Let's go.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
And think about it, in game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. And no shot there for Headley. It's past him, a fair ball. Throw comes back in quickly, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, for a relief pitcher, he hasn't given him a whole lot of relief. That's back-to-back singles now since he showed up, and he's in a peck of trouble now.
Ty Wigginton will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Keep it on the ground. Turn 2.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you gotta suck it up.
First and second here with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there, 1-1.
All right, let's call them.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Under it now, Jerko for the first out.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Nick Vincent will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Jared Saltalamacchia will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Nope. 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Quentin is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight, and you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Donovan Solano will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now. 0-2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
All right, break out here.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And Venable puts this one away to retire the side. But the Marlins tack on one more courtesy of the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's 3-0 Miami. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Henry Rodriguez will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Adeiny Echeverria is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Carlos Quentin will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and is probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
And a good eye there from the young slugger Quinton as it's 2-0 now.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Three and 0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, it's hard to look for a change up there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Here he comes, 3-1. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Yeah, that one hurts. He might be in just to face this one guy, so to come right in and put him on base, that doesn't help the cause at all.
Everett Cabrera will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
Come on, face it now.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And here's one that misses to the Friars shortstop. It's a ball and a strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Avoid the dude.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Has a look, now the pitch. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. So 1 man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Cameron Maben. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Too high, 1-0.
Come on, guys, let's go.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And a fastball here is swung on and lifted in the air to left. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, number 7,
Chase Headley will stand in. Base on balls his last time. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Yelich has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We've played 8 full. It's the Marlins 3 and the Padres nothing. Alex Torres will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Danny Echeverria will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Danny Echeverria.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
Close pitch. Maybe just off the plate, but if it wasn't by more than half an inch or so.
That missed close. It's ball 2.
Well, that strike zone looks like it's tightening up a bit.
The 2-0 on the way. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. Now here's a swing and a ground ball. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The left fielder, number 21.
Christian Yelich will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. First pitch coming. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here's a ball lined into right center. That's going to get over the head of Jerko at second, a base hit.
Well, they haven't really needed him so far, but he finally comes through here to wipe out that offer in his 5th try.
Rafael Furcal will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Yelich is running. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And Hundley puts it on the money. He is out at second base.
Well, that's kind of what makes the hit-and-run play such a gamble. You can see right here on show track, this ball's not even in the strike zone. So once the guy at the plate can't make contact, that runner is hung out to dry.
Can't do much with that one. It's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line, but this will land foul just shy of the wall. Another try at 2-2. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. Oh, it's Headley. And the throw's offline as he tried to sweep it up that time, but came up with nothing but a glove full of dust. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his mitt on it, so there is no advance on the play.
Yeah, definitely a throwing error here as you watch the play at first. This throw skips right along the turf. That's a pretty good effort, but I'm not sure he would have kept that right foot on the bag anyway.
Giancarlo Stanton will get a shot here in the inning after all, as that two-out error could really turn out to have some major consequences.
Yeah, anytime you give this guy an at-bat, especially with a runner on base that he otherwise wouldn't have had, you're asking for trouble.
An eye on for call. Now the pitch. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
And you know, down there at third base, he absolutely wants another shot at a ground ball. Something to try and make up for that error.
And he takes a cold strike one. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One left for Miami, but they lead it 3-0. Steve Cishek is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 31, Steve Cishek.
Jed Jerko will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
Fouled back. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Oh, he's going to be upset with himself there. He had a great pitch to have a rip at, but, you know, for some reason he let it go.
Will Venable will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And here's the first pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off, foul. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Nick Hundley is the last chance now with 2 out here in the 9th. Now the first pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Hitters count 2-0. That one's in there on the black, 2-1.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the 9th. Got to make them sweat a little.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their 4th win in a row, so they've got things firing on all cylinders.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 3-0. Good night from San Diego.